We all know that we should not judge others, but we all do it. I'm not perfect. I still find myself judgy sometimes, but I came up with an idea of something to replace judgment with, and that is curiosity. What if instead of judging, we approach it with curiosity, inquisitiveness, wonder? What if we find ourselves in that moment of needing or wanting to judge somebody else for the way they dress, behave, speak, act, any of it, and we instead ask ourselves questions? Like, let's say there's somebody homeless and you want to make a judgment on how they dress or what they're behaving like or anything. Why not instead think to yourself, I wonder what got them in that position in the first place? I wonder if they made poor financial choices or had a divorce that left them homeless. Or I wonder what kind of trauma happened to them which led them to such a state of self-loathing that they feel the need they have to go stand on the corner to go get some money to get their next fix of heroin. What could have possibly led them to a state of such desperation? Or let's say somebody is just pissed off and raging at you or somebody else. Well, what are they really pissed about? What could have led them to the point where they have to lash out and be so angry at the world? You know, when you approach things with curiosity and questions, it enables you to have more empathy. And empathy is when you put yourself in somebody else's shoes to better understand their perspective on things. That doesn't mean you have to agree with it. Doesn't mean you have to identify with it. It doesn't mean that they are right. It just means you are attempting to understand their perspective for humility's sake. It makes you a more humble person when you can express empathy, when you can show empathy, when you can have an open mind to somebody else's ideas and opinions, when you can listen to what they have to say without the need to tell them they're wrong. So many people right now are stuck in, I'm right, you're wrong. And this attitude is very divisive. It's not showing any kind of sympathy, empathy, compassion, love, anything like that. So I really like this idea of looking at things in wonder and questioning. Question everything. If you see someone behaving strange, instead of being like, what are they doing? You should just be like, I wonder if maybe they're just having fun. I wonder if maybe they're on drugs. I wonder if they're having a hard life. I wonder, ask questions about it. Obviously you may never get answers, but I think it would really help with the judgy aspect. Because when you judge others, you're also judging yourself. No one's perfect. Nobody is normal. There's no such thing as normal. Everybody is an individual, and everybody is unique. And that is the beauty of life. Diversity. Look at the plant life diversity. Look at the diversity in the animal kingdom. There are so many kinds of just like bugs and creatures out there that it's, when you look at the world with fascination and wonder, it's remarkable what you start to see. Do you ever just sit and look at a tree and wonder? Not to identify anything, but just to observe. You could even omit the questions and you know, and just observe without judgment. People are so quick to just... People want to be right all the time. And that's your ego. That's just ego. It's time to ditch that ego a little bit, because it doesn't do anything good for anybody. And I think if we can just see the world and see humanity and see everything with curiosity and wonder, maybe it would really shift that perspective a lot. Maybe things would start to change. It all starts with you. Don't sit there and think, they gotta change and then I'll change. No, that's the wrong approach. See, here I go, telling you you're wrong. I guess you can do that, but you're probably not gonna see the results you want when you expect somebody else to change before you'll change. So I'm here trying to give you advice, and that advice is to change yourself first. Just like Gandhi says, be the change you want to see in the world. And that means changing your perspective, your beliefs. You don't even have to change your beliefs. Just acknowledge that other people have different beliefs, different mindsets, different upbringings, different traumas in their lives. Hell, we've all experienced trauma. So when somebody is acting unruly or being ridiculous, maybe we should just ask one simple question. What kind of traumas have they experienced? What have they really gone through in their lives that would lead them to be so hateful, so closed-minded, so strung out, so desperate, so depressed, so angry? All these emotions don't just come from nowhere. Somebody did something to you at one point in your life. You didn't know how to handle it. And it leads to substance abuse or narcissism or, you know, just depression and anxiety. I mean, the list is really endless of the results of emotional dysregulation. But I think everybody is doing the best they can with the tools that they've got. And so, be a teacher. Help others. Teach them. Speak out. Be kind. Show compassion and empathy. This is what I'm going to be working on. More curiosity, less judging. And it really starts to put things in a different perspective when you do that. And I think it's really humbling. Because just before I recorded this, I saw some guy on the side of the road lifting his shirt up, showing somebody something. And I was like, what is that guy doing? And then I was like, you know what? I'm really being judgy. And I started just looking at him more, and I was like, I wonder what that guy is going through in his life. Why does he have a cart full of weird stuff? It's not weird to him. It's weird to me, but that's not showing empathy. Like, what's he going through? What's in his mind? What's in his background? You know, like, yeah, I like this. I like this idea. I hope you try it. I hope you are on a journey as much as I am towards being more humble and wise, open-minded and enlightened. And I think curiosity and wonder are a couple of gateways to that. And don't expect it to be perfect. Don't start judging yourself if you find yourself judging someone else again. It happens. It's about the journey. And it's about expanding an ever expanding mind and awareness. It's about growth and development. Don't get stagnant. Stagnation is probably not healthy. Look for the beauty around you. Look and wonder. I mean, you can choose to look at all the trash on the road, or you can choose to look at all the plants that are planted in the medians, you know? Like, it's all about perspective. I hope you choose to have a brighter perspective, and you choose to find more compassion and empathy in your life.